Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here.
Van here.
So, I was going to say, by popular demand, Van is back. No.
Busy day on the news desk.
No, Charles is in the back. There's a lot of stuff going on, so he's working there. Thank you. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Daymond John from Shark Tank. The brains behind FUBU.
I want some answers here from Daymond John, man.
Yeah, Van was upset about this. So Daymond, it turned out a KKK guy was wearing FUBU shoes. Daymond John was not only singing his praises, but said he would hire the guy. Daymond's going to be here to explain whether this was sarcasm, real, or what. And welcome back to TMZ Live. Harvey, Van here. He can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm into this.
So Daymond John, you know he is the brains behind FUBU. Daymond John had a reaction to something that happened over the weekend. There was this Confederate flag rally in Georgia. And this guy is a member of the KKK who showed up for the rally, and he is wearing FUBU shoes, which are the brainchild of Daymond John.
And in the mid-90s, we should say, FUBU was a cultural movement, it seemed like, to have mainstream embrace urban culture and black culture to a degree. So it's just really, really interesting that he's wearing these shoes to a Confederate flag rally.
So we get Daymond out yesterday, and our camera guy asks him about it. And on a level, Daymond's reaction was shocking.
The guy has great taste in sneakers, and whether he knows it or not, people have been calling FUBU for every day now of all colors. He brought it back. I wish he just changed his ways. I need to know his name. I want to write him a check. He's amazing. He's helped so many people. Actually, Georgie, we need to give him an old, one of my old school FUBU.
Oh, man, rocking
He needs to be a member. I love him. Just change his ways. I got a job for him. We love him. He's the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Daymond.
Thank you. You're the man.
Now, I think he's being clearly sarcastic,
I
but there are
when you
others
see the video, you hope that he's being sarcastic, right?
Okay, but let's just clear the air here. So let's bring him in. Hey, Daymond, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
We're good. So, look, what's your motivation, as they say in Hollywood?
My motivation is the fact that, listen, I didn't see everything on the tape, but as far as I know, he's there carrying a Confederate flag. He's preaching whether supremacy or racism or something like that. But the guy's shoes are really crispy and clean. That means he just got them, right? And this thing is going viral. People from all over the world have been calling and asking for the FUBU stuff. And honestly, as I shared with you on the video, FUBU's never been about a color. It's been about a culture, people who love hip hop. And, we never wanted to be just as prejudiced as the other companies that we felt were locking us out of fashion and or our culture. So I like the guy, but if he is, talking about supremacy or racism or sexism or anything like that, he's not us.
So, Daymond, is there no part of you that wants to say, like, look, I sort of separate myself from this guy. I don't want people like that wearing my shoes. I don't want people with that ideology wearing my shoes.
That's the truth. That's what I was saying. If he just changed his ways, I absolutely want to separate myself from anybody like that, whether in a professional or a personal manner. But you know what? I think that he, in some weird way, is going to bring awareness to the fact that we are all just people. He likes fashion, whatever it is. He ended up, sitting there, talking very, very venomous about a certain culture. Meanwhile, he's supporting it.
Yeah, but he likes fashion, but he hates the designer.
That's true, and that's why I said if he changes his ways, then he would have a job. But other than that, I don't support anything he said or that he's doing. I think it's very negative. I think it's part of the reason why we're challenged in this country. And can we all just get along? People are people, and that's it.
It's funny because we have seen so many situations in the last 6 months where sponsors have run away from controversial things that have happened with Mama June, with the Duggars and whatnot. And yet you're kind of embracing it. You're doing the opposite.
No, and I'm being sarcastic. I'm joking, clearly joking, and that's what I was saying on the tape. I was saying if he just changes his ways, he would get a check. I do not embrace that at all, but I embrace the fact that he was ignorant enough to just go out and buy fashion and then sit there talking about everything. Obviously, he doesn't do his research. So, you can't even count on anything the guy probably says. And I was joking about it, absolutely joking.
But I will say this. I think that maybe you should offer him at least an internship just to see the look on his face the first day when he walks into the door at the FUBU office. He has no idea where he's at.
Yeah, you know what? Money changes people's ways. I was thinking about sending him some stuff saying, you know what, maybe we're not just that, maybe we're not as bad at, as you may think, and maybe you need to get to understand other cultures, to understand what you may be missing in the world. But you know what? He probably would have burned it or did something very disrespectful to it. So I try not to embrace him about it. And, that's just what it is.
Hey, listen, Daymond, thank you very much for spending a couple of minutes.
Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Okay. We are going to take a break.
Relief.
Yeah, I had a feeling. You're going to love this. I mean, this is your story. This is so your story.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
Oh, come. I'm into this.
Do it.
It's right in my wheelhouse right here.
Explain what we're going to do.
We're going to talk about two of my favorite things in the world, WWE and porn. When we come back on TMZ Live. They cross over, man. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Harvey Van here. So, the WWE just named a group of their divas Submission Sorority.
Yeah.
There is a problem.
Yeah, there's a big problem with that. Submission Sorority seems like a great name. Seems like a good theme for a WWE Divas group. But when you search that on Google, you get some interesting results because there's a porn site that kind of links back to. It's a very popular porn site called Haze Her. I like the quality of this site. I just want to say that I'm a fan. And when you search for Submission Sorority, the two terms link, and it's just been all kinds of crazy stuff with the fans looking for the name of the group, but getting the porn site.
Clearly they didn't know, right?
They did not. They couldn't have known.
This story is amazing. My favorite thing is how at no point no one stood up and said, hey, maybe we shouldn't call them Submission Sorority because it's obviously a very porny name. I mean, if I were in that meeting, I would have said something. Well, Submission Sorority,
it is kind of a porny name.
It's
it's slightly wrestling because of like submission, but when you add sorority to the end of it, that's obviously a college dorm.
And we should say that the site is like a fake sorority house where you have to do all kinds of interesting things to get membership to the house. Not a real sorority.
So the question then is WWE going to now change the name, or are they going to just capitalize off of this?
Well, WWE, they haven't really said one way or the other, but someone is definitely capitalizing off of this, and that is Bang Bros, the fine gentlemen who own HazeHer.com.
So good.
I talked to them, super lovely people. They told me that their traffic actually shot up. It was like 56, 57%, and their subscriptions went up 36%, and that was just in like a one-night period.
Right. And this is a good thing. I've been a member of Bang Bros since the Bang Bus first came out.
World famous, dude.
In the year 2000, when I was in college. This goes back 15 years that I've been loyal to this company.
Member 62.
So look, man, it's a good content over there. People need to have a good time.
Hi, yeah, my name is Ron Rafael. I'm from Miami, Florida.
Hey, Beast.
I saw the other day on the WWE when they say Submission Sorority. I was with my friend Nicholas. We were watching it, and it was so funny because we went on Google, and when we type it, it shows a lot of crazy website, porn website.
Are you a fan?
He's gotta be.
Man, my best friend is Vladimir Kozlov. He used to be in the WWE from 2006 to 11. He lives like 2 blocks away from me.
Oh,
which one?
The Moscow Mauler. You know the Moscow Mauler.
Oh, there you go.
Right
so what'd you guys think of what you typed in?
Yeah, we were watching because I called him and I told him, did you see that? He's like, yeah, I saw it. That's a crazy name. How they came up, he doesn't even know. I don't know either. That's funny.
It is funny.
Very funny.
Okay, moving on. So, 50 Cent has financial trouble, right?
Yeah, filed for bankruptcy not too long ago.
He also has a big asset, and that is a house that is pretty spectacular.
It's not a house, Harvey. Yeah. There's a mansion. There's a mega mansion. I think it has like a total of 50-something rooms. There's a casino on the ground.
It has 9 kitchens, 21 bedrooms. 9 kitchens. I mean, he's been paying like $72,000 a month just on the maintenance and the upkeep of this property. So I can only imagine how much, he needs somebody to pay to rent it out in order to get enough money to pay back just the maintenance fees.
That's, yeah, exactly, Carly. We hadn't said that yet, but yes, you're right. He's renting out. He wants to rent out the place. He's not going to sell it outright because I'm sure he wants to hold on to that. Like you said, it's a great asset, but he wants to rent it out. Now, I don't know who?
Oh my God!
Who's in the market
Wait
to
a
rent
minute,
something
that
like
looks,
this?
That looks
go
like
back
gold.
to that. Yeah, that
gym looked like gold.
Better than where I work out at. That's ridiculous right there.
This is like a hotel, like a retreat. This is like nothing like you would ever see.
I mean, other than a corporation, like who's in the market to rent someplace like this?
What's the? Oh my God! Look at the
They won't say. They didn't say how much he's going to be asking. This was a meeting with his creditors and his lawyers. Basically, they're all lining up and saying, "How are we going to get our money?" And the lawyers said, "Well, here's some good news. Mr. Cent is going to rent out this lovely mansion."
Mr. Cent?
Mr. Cent.
Mr. Cent
is going to rent out this mansion. So I'm sure that made all the creditors feel like, all right, well, maybe we're going to get some money. But my first question as a creditor would be, who's going to rent that place? No one's going to rent that.
Well,
there are guys.
Someone might rent one of the rooms, but
he's not renting it out room by room. He's not opening a hotel.
Hey, he probably would get more money that way.
Maybe
to be honest.
Maybe if for a cult.
Right, a cult, or maybe if the rest of the G unit pooled their money together, they could all split the place now that 50's out.
They could pay the gym dues there if they all put their money together. That's it.
They do a big reality show in there, and they get Meek Mill on one side and Drake in there. That's going to be awesome.
Hi, my name is PJ Lewis. I'm the Vice President of Sales here in Avon, Connecticut. How you guys doing?
What's up, brother?
We're good.
We are about 5 minutes away from the house. I was the
you're
listing
kidding.
broker for the house when it was on the market, and my father was actually the general contractor who built the house originally.
Oh,
so I know the house quite well.
Built the house for, was it Mike Tyson when it was originally built, right?
It was actually built for a real estate developer previous to that, and then through some different foreclosures, there was another owner, and then obviously the Tyson family took it over.
So,
and then,
so basically, everybody who's owned this house has gone bankrupt, right?
Well, according to paperwork, but who knows if they've really gone bankrupt or not.
Well, according to paperwork's good enough.
Yeah.
So what would this house rent for per month?
You know, it's a funny question, and I was watching your intro. You're comparing it to a hotel, and like the gym is like Gold's Gym. When the house was built, the appraisal on the house, they used the Marriott, which is about 5 minutes away, as the top. It's hard to put a number on it. You know, the home is probably worth upwards of $10 million. You couldn't build it for any $20 million. So, like you're saying, the taxes are $10,000 plus a loan a month. So to rent it out, it'd almost be needed to rent it out for something on a short-term basis where, you know, the nightclub is there, Club TKO, after Mike Tyson, where you have the gym, you have a full recording studio, almost to do entertainment type stuff. It's a smart house too. You can run the whole house from the master bedroom. Heat, security.
Hey, Van, did you hear he said there's a nightclub in there, man?
I saw that Club TKO, man.
Club TKO?
Can you like thoughts right to you?
Can you like charge a cover and like
how big is
parties there?
How big
he was so nice enough that he let us have a couple parties there for fundraisers. We had over 300 people in there.
Oh my God!
And that's just in the club part, not in the casino part, the pool room, or there's an adult entertainment area.
How many square feet is it?
The whole house, the tax records have it at a little over 48,000 square feet, but due to some different things in a finished room and the gym, it's pushing over 50,000 square feet finished.
You know what's really funny? I think Van had a reaction that was subtle. You didn't see it on camera, but I saw him when you said it was $10 to $20 million. That would go for $150 million in LA.
In LA, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. It really is unbelievable. Like I said, you couldn't build it for $20 million. It would be a $100 million plus home if it was in LA.
Amazing.
Van, I can see it from here. Can you hear the wheels churning in Harvey's head?
I'm telling you,
investment
bargain time. I'm telling you.
Trust me.
Hey guys, there's a helicopter pad. It's 40 minutes to downtown
He
Manhattan.
wants a helicopter pad. That's the next step for him right there.
Harvey needs a landing strip. Helicopter pad is not going to do it.
Speaking of,
and we got the grotto though. We got the grotto for you guys in California.
By the way, I think so too. And by the way, you know why you would do something like that is because you're intruding. You've got cameras there.
Right.
It's going to disrupt the place.
They also shut down the place for 2 hours that they were filming. So if you had your regular shift, then you're told not to come into work.
Right. Yeah. Now the weird thing is that Brennan's is famous for dinners and rich foods.
Yeah.
She had eggs and French toast. It doesn't sound.
Well, she's pregnant. She's got cravings and stuff like that.
No, it would sound like you would have bigger cravings than eggs and French toast, is what I'm saying.
You know what I started to realize, I think, with this, but recently, I think she's not as bougie as she used to be. Like, I think that she's kind of more down to earth than ever before. I don't know why. I just feel like that. Maybe that's just me. No?
You threw me a curveball there. I thought you were going to be in full attack mode.
I did.
I was bracing myself for whatever possibly you were about to say.
Absolutely.
You guys, I'm a very nice human being.
Okay. And with that, we will see you next time.